my really shit
If you're
attempt.
ever wondering why we're late, it's because of Adam.
Yeah.
Chatting shit again.
Adam forgot to hit go live, in case anyone's curious.
Yeah. Normally he does it like 5 minutes early if he remembers, but this one he was so excited he couldn't even remember.
Right, let's get going.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Codename Wired. I am one of your hosts, Duchess Coils, with my two fantastic co-hosts, Jay, aka Klowne Vapes, and this fucking dick bag over here, Sloan, aka the Cloud Cartel UK. Look, it's another episode. We're doing a Ask Me Anything, so go ahead and start queuing up any of those questions you guys might have for us. But before we get into any of that, we're going to go ahead and start on our vape buffet. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first, mostly because I don't even know what liquids I have and everything. So first off, I got the Pulse V2 with some Klowne RDA I bought for like $4. I was just like wanting to try it. And I was actually telling the guys on mixing it up before we started the show. This thing came with a 1.2 millimeter airflow hole. And I was like, I fucking hate it. It's awful. So we went old school, and that's why it looks like that.
You drilled
the shit out of it. But no, then I went on the opposite side and did another hole. So now it's durable. Old school, man. I forgot how much I hated drilling out holes. I even no, it already healed, but I actually stabbed myself with the fucking drill as it was going. And my wife's like, "You're a genius." I was like, "Yeah."
But does it work though?
Oh yeah, it's amazing now, dude. It's an amazing fucking RDA. Then again, I can't remember the names of these stupid things. I just got them. Then there's this guy right here. On top of this mod guy, I can't remember this thing either. Fuck, it's been a while, but yeah, I'm liking it. It's really nice. Little single.
It looks like a little landmine.
Yeah. Then for the liquids, I know one of them has like a forest fruit custard thing that I did a couple weeks ago on the show. I'm mixing it up, and then the other one I can't remember. And then lastly, I got the stubby, and in this I got the bane of Duchess existence. That guy right there. and in that I got a pumpkin shake from the fall line. So yeah, that is me.
How are you finding the stubby?
I'm liking it. It's wicking amazingly. That's I'm running a 0.4 in this too. I don't know.
Bloody hell.
Battery's almost dead though.
See, I got one in my hand for the first time last week when I went down to see Phil at the vape part, and it felt a lot better than it looked.
It's a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah, it looked really nice though. I was considering picking one up, but I'm going to wait for the price to go down.
I'm sure they will at some point.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's me.
Bloody hell. That's a nice short one today.
I always keep it short. I limit it to 3 because if not, we're going to be here all day.
Yeah. Well, I've only got 3 today. Okay. So we've got the heavy hitter, which is looking even more worse for wear, with the Asgard mini thing on there. Inside that is Black Bess by Black Rose. We've got the Nightmare 25 on the 1111, however you want to say that. And inside that is some Yum Yums, which is actually really nice. It's a bit sweet, but it is good. But we got something
here in the
special.
States, we call them glazed twists. If anybody's wondering what the hell a Yum Yum is.
Yum Yums are the best. After that conversation yesterday, me and the missus went out done shopping. I had to go buy some. Man, brings me back to being a child. And we got some special coils inside. Another Nightmare 25 is a pair of gravel-throated Staggertons that he made for me. And they're very, very nice. And inside that, we've got some Kick It Root Down by Sifu. And that's me done. So over to you, Duchess. What are you vapping on?
Same as these guys. I have only got 3 setups running, so seems to be the magic number today. Inside the Pulse AIO, I've got my truss bridge running with some Prohibition syntax, just because I don't have any PB party right now, so that was the best peanut butter I could get. After that, I'm still rocking those staggered fuse Claptons inside the Axial Pro on top of the Death Wish Mods Nostromo box mod. Fantastic. On the inside of that, I'm rocking some Alter Ego Crooks. It's like a Oreos and milk with like a waffle cone. Made by 5150 Premium E-Liquids, who's unfortunately no longer around. And then, fuck you, Jay. I'm also running a Stubby with the Stubby tank in it, okay? Motherfucker. And actually, it's been really good. On the inside of that, I got some Vapetasia Royalty 2. It's a tobacco liquid. It's like a vanilla hazelnut tobacco. It's fucking delicious.
I haven't had Vapetasia in years.
Yeah, outside of that, that's me. You know what? Here's the thing. I gotta give a big shout out to Vapetasia and any other company that does it. They're the only company that's seen do it so far, but I don't really buy premium liquid like from a vape shop, right? So on their boxes, when you buy liquid, they actually have a Join CASA logo here in the United States. So they actually promote like the advocacy and stuff like that. And
that's really good.
Go join CASA, which is dope as fuck. So big shout out to Vapetasia for doing that shit. With all of that, big shout out to everyone who is in chat. Sewer Rug and Anthony Romella. Tribal Buddha is also here. GTT WinCam is here. Steamhead North is here, which is awesome. Longboat E-Liquid Company.
Hey, Longboat, how's it going, mate?
Vapor Queen Becky is also here. Free Rider Vapor, what's going on, my man? Anyone that I missed? Dean T is also in chat. Anyone else who's in chat that I did miss? I apologize.
We got Seamus in as well, and Hip Hop's coming.
Yeah. With all of that, again, we're just doing an Ask Me Anything. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in chat, and we'll answer any of those questions for you guys, and we'll get moving on. I also saw that Anthony had put in the chat that we need to work on some merch. So Anthony, hit us up a little bit later. We'll work on that.
Cool.
100%.
That's also what did you say? You better not. You're not sending me a mug, are you?
Yeah, he 100% is.
We're gonna have to plug that.
Oh, I already plugged it.
Is that's the Sloan Sour fucking?
Yeah.
It's funny. The next day, on my notifications on my phone, Duchess has dropped the link into every freaking Discord possible, and I'm like, for fuck.
I only dropped it into one Discord, dickhead.
I copied it and pushed it.
Was it you?
Yeah. I was like, man, Duchess missed out on some Discords here. We need to raise awareness everywhere.
Yeah, we can do better.
Thank you so much, Anthony. I'll make sure we'll take some good pictures for you.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Anthony.
Gravel Coach calls are fucking outstanding. GTT.
He was talking about retiring right before the show. He's like, I'm just gonna.
If anyone wants to buy a mug, I just put the link in the chat, so you're welcome.
Oh, piss off!
It's gonna be fantastic.
Lip Taz is in. Hello, how's it going? I don't think I've seen your name before, but we are currently streaming not just on YouTube. We're currently streaming on Twitch as well, and in Facebook as well.
Oh, dope! I didn't know we were in 3 places. I knew we were.
Yeah, we're in 3 places now. So just in case we get kicked out of YouTube, which I've been playing it quite fast and loose recently by putting up links showing websites, everything like that. At least if they cut us off of YouTube, we're still going to be on Twitch, and you can still catch us every other week. Oh, Anthony's thrown in. If you want to use the code SHEDTIME for 20% off over at his shop, you can get a couple of pennies off that as well.
Yeah,
there you go.
absolutely. So,
I did post the link to the Twitch for this channel.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I wouldn't
just
know
going
how to
through
do
chat, seeing if there's any questions so far.
I've got a question for the both of you.
Fuck off. I'm just. What's your question?
As a coil builder, if someone
42.
was what's that?
42.
42 what?
Waist
Like
size.
the universe and everything. So you're welcome.
If someone was just getting into rebuildables and they had to pick one coil that they could use, and they'd buy 3 pairs, one's for an RTA, one's for an RDA, and one's for a slightly smaller, like a stubby sort of setup, like a Boro, what would you suggest that they buy? The most versatile coil?
Wait, so sorry. Follow-up question. Is this just something that we can like randomly pick out, or is this something that's currently on our menu?
Both, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anna, that seems like a way too heavy question. I
Um,
kind of agree with Steve because he put Fuse Clapton, but then it's like with everything going on in the sub-ohm world, it's like, how do you vape originally there and then work your way through? Sadly,
because I was going to just throw in a 28 alien. Or
a 28 alien, like a 28 alien or a 26 gauge Fuse Clapton. They're about the same.
See, I was gonna pick the 29 gauge aliens that I do, only because those come out to like those come out. Well, I mean, in a dual coil, you're gonna get like a 0.13, 0.14-ish sort of area, right? If you're using a dual coil, which I think is really good to like translate across all those different devices that you've mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're using it in a single coil, then of course, it's going to come out to like a 0.2, or I have them set up to where they're coming out to like a 0.25, right, per coil. But I mean, if you're using it in a dual coil, right, because I sell everything in pairs, then I mean, you'll still get that like 0.14, 0.15-ish sort of area, right? So it'll still be real nice on like a RTA or an RDA, so whether you're using 21 or you're using like an old school 18650 mech, like it'll still work.
It'll work fine.
So
yeah,
it'll be fine. So, I mean, I think that's what I would personally pick. I think I would pick out the 29 gauge aliens that I
29s. You'd go. It's just because I was asked the question not so long ago, someone that was just getting into the rebuilding world but wanted to try everything, like an RDA, RTAs, Boros, and that. And it was like, what would you reckon would be the best one that would work well across the board? And just pure down for sizing and ohming, that's why I picked a 28, because a single 28 is really nice.
Yeah,
and then the point 0.3. You sort of laughing in any, especially like the stubby or the pulse, an RTA, because mine are always 2.5s. They fit quite nice in an RTA, and they're also really nice just to vape on an RDA as well.
Yeah, that's the way my 29s are. They're a 2.5 millimeter inner diameter. So
See, I tried wrapping them in 3 mil just to see, and I preferred them in a 2.5.
Right.
Oh, we got a couple of
looks
questions.
like we got a couple of questions. So since this one is for me, I'll go ahead and address it. The answer to that question is fuck you, Matt. Dude, Jesus Christ, bro. Why the fuck? I'm just kidding. I love you, Matt. Honestly, wicking it isn't too bad. It's just like I've been having like a weird like issue with my cables not giving me the fuck you, okay? My cable's not giving me the fucking capillary action, right? So I've been doing this like thing where like I'll vape it like on its side so that way it still feeds. But
just because we got Duchess in, we'll just throw up a quick disclaimer.
Yeah, sorry, I do use a lot of profanity.
Oh, we did have a question from Andy Romano. What do you use to clean vape residue off your windshield? /screen? Well, I did get. I found this out a couple of weeks ago because when I went and saw Phil, he had it all over his windows and that. And there was a guy that goes into his shop that rides a motorcycle, and there's a stuff called Devil Wash. You should be able to get it in America. It's for the visors on motorcycle helmets. And that stuff works amazing.
Yeah, because I don't know how well most people know. If you live in a cold area, at least, then most people will know.
If anything below 50 degrees and your windows look like shit.
Yeah,
you vape in your car.
If it gets a little too cold outside and you're vaping in the car, all of that vapor is about to stick to the fucking windshield. So personally, I just use paper towels and some Windex, but
because I did quite bad in the car. I used to get the razor and just run it over the window, and it used to all come off. That's another way of doing it.
Wait,
Dude, how much are you vaping in your car that a razor can scrape it off?
Yeah, why
come out gunky
to clean film off? Asian kitty.
Hello, mate.
Hello, anybody that's watching on Twitch, because there is somebody in chat on Twitch.
And Facebook as well.
I'm jumping back and forth on the Twitch and YouTube.
All right, well, that's fine.
What is your absolute favorite coil to make?
That's a hard question.
It's easier to say which one I don't like versus which ones I do like.
That is a hard question. Honestly, out of anything that I've tried so far making and can successfully make, okay, keyword successfully make, I would have to say Stitched Aliens in any gauge, period.
Yeah, Stitched. I do like Stitched Aliens, but I haven't made them in ages.
They're fun.
Boro Aliens, I'm really enjoying at the moment because I can now do them no stretch and get quite a nice run out of them, and that's just really satisfying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it does fall more to like just because I mean, especially at the level we're building, you do kind of get to that mundane level of here we go again.
Yeah,
but I will say a couple weeks back I did try making some frame staples just because I don't know I was feeling it. Fucked up like 4 times. One of them came out okay, but iffy, and then one of them came out perfect, and I was like, that was exciting. And it's so like nothing to most people, but to me that was exciting because it came out perfect.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Looks like we got another question from Connor in chat. How do you pulse dual coils? Low and slow, bud. Low and slow. That's how I pulse mine.
Yeah, he messaged me.
Real pretty fucking colors when you do it that way. So.
Yeah, he messaged me the other day. He started at 50 by accident, so I told him to bring it right down.
Yeah, I normally start mine depending on what I'm using, right? if I'm using like a Boro coil, then obviously it's going to be much lower. But for dual coil, for the question purpose, right? Let's say, for example, I'm using like 27s, then I'll start at roughly about 25 to 30 watts on the coil and just kind of like pulse it real nice and slow, like pulse it a little bit, pinch, make sure everything is good to go. If I absolutely have to strum, because I fucking hate strumming my coils, then I will, right? But most of the time, just pulse them real nice and low and slow, and get all the hot spots out and stuff like that before letting them actually settle and then like wicking them.
Asian Kitten saying stagger fuse Claptons all day, every day. I do enjoy staggards.
I can't make staggards still,
but it's nice now because where before I was doing what you normally do is cut them and then bring the far end across. Where now I can get them where I can do like 6 foot and then another 6 foot and then put them together and they line up really well. And then just doing one massive long one of staggards.
I still need to buy like the clip things that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So, because I'm gonna try that Rambo trick that he showed off for staggards. So we'll see if it works out for me. Because I know Nick Demas also showed it off too, and it seemed to work. But I'm also not as skilled as those two, so we'll see.
We got any more questions in chat?
Let's see. Let me scroll through, see if we missed anybody, just to make sure.
Yes. I don't know what that says, but
I agree. Sure. Clean residue. We already answered that.
There you go. Phone.
Chat's still on the cleaning windows. It's that time of year, seriously.
Yeah, it really is, bro.
Because I mean, okay, I live in Texas and we really don't get that cold. I mean, it gets cold, but not that cold, like you guys up north. But still, it's been a pain.
I don't like strumming my coils because it leaves marks. It
actually can ruin your wraps.
Yeah, that I was just about to say that it can also ruin your wraps doing it. So, I would suggest like when you're pulsing the coils at that low wattage, just keep pinching them, and then if you absolutely have to, just kind of like give them like a nice brief, like real light strum, real quick, just to kind of like move things around just a slight bit to get that hot spot to go away, but don't go ham on them and just be like.
The one
it's gonna
like when you get the old Coil Master vape kits and they have like those wire brushes in there, you're like, oh, that's gonna do some damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember trying those wire brushes. I didn't care for them.
I have one right here.
Yeah, I don't think I ever used one. They just looked a bit too violent. Yeah.
Yeah, my shit's all fucked up. I used to use it actually, but
we got a question from Seamus. Do you listen to music when you build?
I used to.
Yeah.
Now I just listen to TV shows.
Yeah. Sloan listens to music because he's too fucking posh to listen to regular music.
What's that?
Who?
But Sloan just listens to classical when he's building because he's too posh to listen to regular music.
He gets down to Mozart.
Yeah. He's down for some Tchaikovsky.
He starts pogoing and everything. Slam dancing to Mozart.
I only listen to music when I decor, but to be honest, I don't really listen to music. I listen to pretty much talk radio.
Really?
Yeah.
He's an NPR guy.
Wow.
Well, it's more like political talk radio.
So I said NPR.
I don't know what NPR is. LBC, if you're in the UK, if you know what that is, I listen to that when I decor. Or if I stress building, I listen to Kenny G just to try and cool me down.
Not gonna lie. Somehow on TikTok I found the UK Yahoo News.
Yeah.
And every morning they'll play like Parliament stuff.
Yeah.
English politics cracks me up because it's noisy. It's like somebody gets up to talk. I'm like, dude.
My right honourable friend, you're a cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
You think that's noisy, bro? You should try watching fucking questions.
Oh, dude, Hungarian politics. They throw shoes and shit. They do not give a fuck. Like I remember somewhere in the summer, like they broke out into a full-on fist fight over like some argument they couldn't agree in. Yeah, and they just like out of nowhere, they just started throwing fucking punches at each other. It was great.
I need to start watching that. But no, when I do, if I'm rapping aliens, I'm in silence. I can't do it with music or TV or anything. Shut that garage door. Silence.
I'm too ADHD for that.
Yeah.
I need external like something.
Yeah.
I even talking about it's already kind of like making me itchy for some reason.
I listen to extreme heavy metal, honestly. Like I have an Apple HomePod in my office that is set up on
like how you had to say Apple. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. I have it set up on a command, so when I shut the fuck up. This way, when I ask Siri to do something for me, she'll automatically start my playlist. So,
not what I thought he was gonna say, but sure.
Yeah.
You guys are assholes. I hate you both.
But I've got to be honest, when I was doing like the short runs, when I first started just doing like pairs at a time, listening to music was fine. But then, oh God.
That's what Anthony Romella put.
Rapping aliens. That's like Mexican.
Klowne,
I still want to see that show, Alien versus Predator. I want it to happen. That's where illegals fight against what is it? Predators, like the ones that ended up with Chris Hansen. I want to see this.
Yeah. So we got two things in chat. So Sloan, I'll let you go ahead and answer this question since it was directed towards you.
Connor. I've been told that using wire brushes. Sex bots in.
I already got it.
Cheers. You can help remove excess
Thank you.
junk. As Jay was saying, you can technically break one of the wrap wires. So what you can do is when you glow them, you can dunk them in water after you glow them, but don't keep your finger on the pulse button. So you pulse them, glow them, and then little into the water, and it should all then come off. So that's what I would do instead of using wire brushes. Yeah, if you want to use.
I also wouldn't do it while, like, if you're going to put it in water, I wouldn't do it while the coils are still extremely hot because I've done that before and I've popped a lead doing it. So just let them cool down a little bit, just a little bit before you.
And also, do not do it while it's still on the mech with a battery in there. Make sure it's not in a mech or with a battery when you glow them and psst. Yeah. Duchess.
What?
Is there a fly in the room?
I would never do that. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But no, on a serious note, I wouldn't
never build on a mech.
Yeah.
It's one of those listen to what I'm saying, not what I do.
Yeah. So be safe. Put it on a regulated. Glow them, then put them in a little bit of water. Don't fully submerge them. The whole RDA. Just the tips. Just stick your tip in and you'll be fine.
You're dipping it in a cup of water?
Also, Agent Kitten, thank you for answering that question. We had one from Seamus in chat. He was asking what the logic behind glowing your coils and then running them underwater is. And it's literally to bake off that gunk, bro. It becomes ash and then you dump them in the water and it washes the ash off to clean the coils.
Yeah, because if you actually ever just glow your coils to clean them out, you'll still see them a little gunky and they'll look a little grayish and it looks disgusting. You run it underwater, you'll see the difference and you'll taste it too. Trust me.
I feel like Matt hates me.
It's because he's busy with Siri. Okay, leave him alone.
There you go. There's another question for you. What is your cotton of choice? How do you feel about the cotton threads, shoestring looking ones?
Okay, the shoestring thing is
Firebolt.
no. Well, there's also the cotton. Like that's what it's called, like
Yeah, the
CTTN or something
COCN.
like that.
Yeah.
Either way, I think it's a good idea, especially for people that don't know how to like wick very well, or somebody that like needs just that little bit of extra help. Like especially if you have, like I've heard people have like arthritis, that actually helps because you're not having to like try to get it; it just automatically goes through. I've not tried it personally, but I did try the Cotton 9. I call BS on the whole no fucking break-in time because it has break-in time. Trust me.
What, Cloud 9?
You want to tell me? Yeah, if you want to tell me it doesn't have break-in time, it has break-in time, just like fucking Prime.
Yes, all cotton has breaking time. I don't think
Because
I
I've
found
heard
one
so many
that
people, Cotton 9 is better because it doesn't have break-in time. It has break-in time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get, because I use Cloud 9 and I just prefer it.
I still
This is
like the
personal
Prime better.
preference.
I like the Prime better.
I've got Prime laying about, but I've stopped using it since Cloud 9. I prefer it. I personally prefer it and think it's better. It's nicer to work with.
I'm just trying to finish these and then I'm moving back to Prime. That's where I'm at. I was like, I paid for these already.
I'm just gonna say that Adam is wrong in everything he does, and there's only one cotton you should ever be using.
Now, if you're looking for like price wise and stuff like that, you still can't beat cotton pads. But beyond that, I can't do cotton pads. I hate cotton pads. I can't cut them. I can't use them. I hate them. Yeah. But if you use them, awesome.
I do like when they were talking about the like the firebolt cotton. Anybody that I've known that's got into rebuilding, I've always told them to get that because it's great. Obviously, as you said, just to get it through, but you can get a feel for the how much you need. But at the bottom, you've got like a strip, like you get in like cotton baking. So then once you get through it, you can then try and do it yourself. There's that little bit at the bottom, and you can get like if you're in the UK, you can get 2 packets for £6 on Amazon.
Yeah. When I first started learning how to wick my coils, I used firebolt cotton.
Yeah.
Nah, I started way back in the day where all you can get is fucking pads.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about the firebolt until they came out with the assorted pack is that all of them were for 3 millimeters, so you still had to try to rip some cotton off of it.
Yeah,
it's kind of a pain in the dick, but whatever.
But what company was it that are doing the strands where you can buy them 3 mil or 2.5?
Cotton's doing that now.
A cotton,
yeah. So you can get them in 2.5 and 3.
Is it BP? Isn't it? They're doing like the tubs of them now.
Yeah, I think it might be BP Mods that does the 2.5 like road.
Yeah, I heard the Cotton did a 2.5, but I might be wrong.
It's a really good idea though, especially for people that can't. But there's so much cotton out there. I've tried quite a few of them. Like cotton gauze I wasn't keen on.
Yeah. We've got another question from Free Rider Vapor. He wants to know, what is your favorite Boro? Are you talking about full setup or are you talking about just the bridge alone?
Yeah, that was a question I had.
Well, if it's just the bridge for price point and performance, I'd go for the Molon bridge for £25. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
and it's got a decent flavour to it as well. Higher end, I'd probably go for the bridged V2. I really enjoy that.
Yeah,
because it's very versatile. Because you can chuck it into a mech Boro, and you can fit a 26 alien single in there if you really want to.
For Boros, I mean, I don't have as many Boros as both of you. So for the ones that I've tried so far, oh man, that's a hard question. I mean, I really like my Kirch Plus, but out of the ones that I've used so far, I'm actually liking my Trust better than I like my Kirch Plus.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time with that question.
That's a difficult question because
It
I mean,
is.
there's also like other Boros like that I want to get, but
Mhm.
I also don't
And
know.
I've tried like a grip of them at this point. Jesus, how many have I tried at this point? Like I tried the trust. I didn't care for it. I don't know what it was, but it just was meh. Like so beyond meh. And
we've got another question from Seamus after you answer this question, Jay.
alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bridged Omega. I like that one. On the high end stuff, you could get a clone. Not gonna lie, the clones aren't terrible. But I do promote supporting the actual designers and makers. I know the whole high end stuff sucks and it's expensive and it's hard to get, especially when they just do drops. But if you can support the makers, please support the makers because otherwise we don't have products. That's just kind of how it goes. Then on the lower end stuff, I haven't tried the Mullen, which I've been wanting to try that. The Vessel's okay. I'll be honest. I'm not saying it's something to write home about, but if you're just getting into Boros and you don't want to like drop the bank, the Vessel is actually a good one to go with because it comes with a tank.
Yeah,
versus like the Mullen, you still have to get a tank part for it. But yeah, I think that's where I'm leaving it.
So question for everyone from Seamus. He wants to know what is your absolute all-time favorite RDA or RTA and or both? Squire RDA and I don't know how good it is. I want a GT4S. I've heard everyone talking about it. I'm hoping that it lives up to the hype, but for ones that I've tried, the RTA is a little bit hard. That's because I don't use a lot of them, but if I had to pick from the ones that I currently have, I would say either the Juggernaut V2 or the original Arbiter.
Yeah,
they're both really good.
I'm trying to remember what this damn thing was called.
Okay, for RDAs, I'm gonna have to say the Nightmare 25. Even though I hated it when I got it, but now I can actually build it. Well, I've got 4 now, so that's all I seem to use is Nightmare 25. But I still really like the OG recoil, but I don't use it as much. So I'm going to go for Nightmare 25 and RTA. I probably will go for the Arbiter just because it's so easy to wick and it's so hard to get wrong. It's just, and it's a solid bit of kit.
Yeah.
Or something a bit bigger, you can go for the Ragnar, which I really enjoyed. And for something so large, it had a really good flavour to it. As long as you don't put the chimney extender on it.
Let me see. For RDAs, I'm gonna go with the Rebel or Rebel, the Rebel or the Recoil. To me, they kind of come off the same. As far as RTAs go, I've tried a few. I'm not really the biggest fan of RTAs, mostly because I'm shit for wicking them. But I'm gonna go with the Intake Dual. I like that one.
Don't think I've ever tried that one.
It was one of the only ones where I was like, okay, I could see the hype on this.
Yeah.
Because most tanks, I'll try them, and I even own quite a few, and they're just very like things that I'll just go to every once in a while. Actually, the Juggernaut, the big ass 30 mil one's pretty nice too.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to try the Fatality. That's going to be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fatality is really nice too.
Yeah, I've just never got around to owning any QP stuff.
QP makes some really good products.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Whenever I go and buy something, I just never end up going to it. But I will.
I think the Neo was the only one that I didn't like so far out of the QP stuff.
Yeah, the Neo's a little hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little bit better when they came out with the honeycomb cap for it, but either way, it was still a Neo. Next question that we've got is from Anthony Ramella. What is your favorite flavor to vape after dinner? Or after Thanksgiving dinner, sorry. Well, Sloan can't answer this question because they don't do Thanksgiving in the United Kingdom. So, there's that. You can tell it's Christmas dinner, actually. I mean, you guys' Christmas dinner is essentially Thanksgiving for us.
So. Yeah. We generally do Thanksgiving with my mum anyway. So they do. My family does do it. But I suppose it all depends. Like, if you're not having a dessert, then I'd probably go for like a desserty liquid. Like a Loganberry cream or something.
Yeah. I don't know. That just seems like a weird question for me to answer because I don't do like I just have my setups laid out and I just start vaping. That's a weird question. I've never thought about something like that. But then again, I'm also not a seasonal vapor. There's like people that are like, I only vape fruits during the summer. I only vape bakeries during the winter. I just vape whatever I want.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do still have like a lot of like my bakeries and like desserts and stuff like that year round, but I'm kind of a seasonal vapor too. Like I do tend like during the summers to have more like fruits, like beverage type vapes and stuff, right? Because it's a little bit more satisfying during the summer, especially when you've got like fucking 89% humidity and it's fucking 90 degrees outside. That's the thing.
Sometimes the cream of bakery do get a bit sickly when it's hot.
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, for Thanksgiving,
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah, that's it's kind of like somebody recently actually asked me, "What's your ADV? Can you mix me that?" And I was like, "I don't have one. I really don't. There are things I'll go back to a lot, but it's not like I have just that one solid liquid that I can like vape all year long."
Right. Here's the thing: if I had the recipe, and or two could just buy the liquid from the person. Unfortunately, he's no longer around. Not going to get into that conversation, but I do know that one year after Thanksgiving, I would only vape like the pumpkin cream liquid. I don't remember the name of it from Mitch.
Yeah,
which was actually really good liquid.
I heard that one was good.
It was fantastic. It was really good, but I mean, like, can't mix it. So, like, if I could vape it, that's probably what I would vape after Thanksgiving dinner. But I mean, in this case, I guess I gotta go with pumpkin spooge when I get some from Tribal Buddha.
We've never tried a pumpkin liquid.
Yeah, I need to spooge my pumpkin, bro.
I had a question from Surug for me. For a good lengthy beard, do you recommend beard oils or just proper grooming?
Yo, he's on one today, bro. He's been a jerk to everybody.
I've got a little bit of bum fluff. It's nice and soft.
Oh, watch here in like 2 weeks. The next show, he's gonna go on and on about how he's got to shave again because he did that last show.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that. So I'd love to have a big bushy beard, but it's not going to happen. Just get a massive undercomb. Just bring it underneath. Oh, Tribal saying his is the Protocol Atom. I never tried that.
I haven't tried that one. Honestly, I've been kind of slowing down on Boros just because I've gone through so much stuff. And it does get to that point of I'm not enjoying things enough to actually make an informed decision on this.
I know Asian Kitten kind of addressed this in the chat, but a question from Connor. What exactly would would an NI80 coil look like when you're done pulsing them, etc.? Also, what does Nichrome 80 coils look like when they're starting to or have already been burnt out? So I would definitely follow what Asian Kitten has said as far as like the burnouts. When you're pulsing the coils, though, when you get those nice, like pretty, like blue and golds and stuff like that, you don't have any more hot spots left in the coil. Then you should be good to go at that point to go ahead and wick them up. But yeah, I mean, if you get any like rust looking colors or like there's like weird like green or like a bluish sort of color in it, you probably should just change them out. Because I mean, at that point, you're kind of getting in dangerous zones. So let's see. And then there was a question about mechanicals in here from Free Rider. He wants to know what is your favorite mech or sees mech, past or present?
I'd say the heavy hitter.
I'm going to say my. Oh, that's a question because I've gone through so many different mechs. As of right now, my current present favorite one is going to be my Scepter mech mon. But I also haven't gotten like the Reborn Triple X or like the Reborn 911 or the 1111 yet. So, we'll see.
Those two.
What are they? One of them's a Dreamer, right?
No, that's the 11 and the Triple X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Triple X. The Reborn Triple X is really nice. Old school mechs, Rig V2. I really enjoyed those. They were fun. Trying to do the adjustment for the battery was a pain in the ass. Still kind of is because I own a few, and I will visit them. And it's hilarious because they're a 25 millimeter at the top and all the way through, but they still only run 18650s because they're that old school. But I've been actually collecting rigs. I've been finding a few here and there, so I've been collecting them again. I actually got my hands on a Legacy finally. So that's like the one and only 21700 they did, because the dude that ran rig died, so that kind of just killed the whole company at that point.
Right.
And that was the last mech they put out. It was very sad times.
Yeah. So question from Connor. Thanks for being so active. I'm like Matt Sura, who's been a fucking jerk to everybody. Dual coil fused Clapton or 3-core alien dual core, what is better? That's kind of a personal preference question. I don't like fused Claptons. I don't think that they vape very well. I prefer it.
I don't see the difference, so I don't care. Like, honestly, especially like you can make multi-core fused Claptons and they work the same as aliens. I don't see the difference. Other than aesthetics, there's no real vape difference to me.
I've got to agree. They're just they're fancy fused Claptons.
They really are. They're fused Claptons with one extra step.
Especially with Connor, because he's looking to get into it, because I've been speaking to him a little bit. But I would probably say for you, just get some fused Claptons to play about with, because at least you'll probably find they're probably cheap. They're going to be cheaper.
They are.
If you buy them, you probably get more than one pair. If you're buying them from like a website or something, you're not going to a core builder, and you're not going to have that much in difference in performance. And then once you're happy with them, then maybe jump onto some tri-core aliens and see if they tickle your fancy. But I would say for the beginning, if you're going to bugger up from coils, we all bugger coils up when you first started. The amount of coils I've fucked up, fused Claptons, you're going to be less upset.
He still fucks up.
Yeah, and injure myself. So yeah,
I get wires stuck in my head apparently.
Yeah. So I would say probably start with a fuse Clapton, mate.
Yeah.
Enjoy them.
If you're just getting into like rebuildables and stuff,
Yeah.
listen, honestly, easiest way to do this, Connor, keep it simple. You don't need anything big and fancy and like go all out and shit like that. Some fuse Claptons on like a decent RDA on like if you're getting into mechanicals, then make sure if you're not comfortable with ohms law that you ask somebody. Anyone out here will be able to help you out, and then we can walk you through any of those steps, and we can help you make sure that things are safe before you use it. But I mean, outside of that, keep it simple, dude. Like there's no need to go big and fancy from the fucking get go.
Yeah.
Honestly, learn if you like rebuildables first before spending money.
Yeah, because sometimes things get real fucking expensive.
Oh yeah, the high-end rabbit hole is deep.
Yeah. He also asked the question if anyone exclusively uses RDAs. If so, how do you deal with dripping when not stationary or out,
driving?
So, like when I'm driving or something, honestly, I will not drip and drive unless I'm at a fucking red light.
Oh, you learn to speed drip at red lights.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's driving with you in the car that is of age, I will put that asterisk there. Have them do it for you.
I live in a pretty dangerous state when it comes to driving. New Yorkers aren't the greatest people in the whole world. And I know Dallas area is also the same way.
Oh, dude, Houston. No, fuck Houston.
Yeah. So you learn to speed drip at a red light.
Well, get your missus to do it for you. Used to do it.
Yeah. Outside of that, honestly, like if I can't drip and I really want to vape and it's gonna be a little bit, I always just bring a fucking like a caliber or something with me.
Yeah, I have like my Boros, a pod system, just whatever you can. Because I mean, even when like I go longboarding, I have some Aegis pod thing that I use, and that's just my longboarding setup. Because if I break it, I got it for like $15. I ain't gonna get mad.
Yeah,
but yeah, I try to take tanks or Boros with me for driving, just because it's so much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
That's right. I think he's in the UK, so I'll check out. So there's Washington vapes and shit like that. You'll be able to pick up one of those pod systems for like $10 and keep that in your car. It's always worth it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're also in the UK, Connor, then hit up Sloan. Send him a direct message on like Discord or Instagram or something. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help you out. And
we've been talking.
My friends can also help you out. I don't know who else is in chat that's from the UK. Let me see. Paper Queen Becky is in here. She might be okay with it. Most people are pretty okay with being able to help out. So, there's.
I just read that too. Okay, for the normal times throughout the summer, I'm very like short no-show socks, but then in the winter I have some knee highs that I wear at work, which is hilarious because I'll wear those with fucking shorts on still.
Well, it's cold here and I've got shorts on with no socks.
See, he has no socks on.
Yeah. I never leave my house. So I walk around barefoot in my house all day, but
I can't do the barefoot thing.
If I am going to be leaving the house, then like
I got my grandpa's slippers.
Like middle of like I guess semi-long socks, like to the middle of my calf. And they're always black. I never wear white.
Also, I saw a sewer rug asked if I like building at home or at work more. At work, it's normally on my breaks and on my lunch break. It keeps me awake throughout the night because I do work overnight. And at home, I like building, but at the same time, I have way too many distractions here. Because I'll start playing video games, I'll be watching a TV show, especially if it's like anime that's not dubbed, then I'm having to read subtitles. And then I'm like, oh, I should build something. Oh, I got a keyboard thing to do. I got this. There are too many distractions at home to build, honestly.
I'd like to build a work, but I'll probably be the same. I have to lock myself in the garage, away from everything.
So I actually do have an easy dripper. I only use it for one liquid and one liquid only. So.
Oh, is it the one for the car where you just?
Yeah, I don't use the easy dripper that often, to be honest. I mean, and if you're just walking around town, then you shouldn't really have to worry about it, to be honest. Just.
Well, what you could do,
real quick, drip a little bit and then keep walking.
Like you can get those 30ml, those soft touch unicorn bottles, and then just put your liquid in there because you're not going to use more than 30ml while you're out mooching about, and just keep that little bottle in your pocket. And it's easy to squeeze.
I don't know, bro. I've gone through like 50 mils of liquid in a day.
That's you though, Dutch.
Just being out and about.
Yeah, no, I don't think I even vape that during the day. Any more questions?
Let's see.
And yes, the longer the socks, the downer the vato.
Huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Surorag, he said the longer the socks, the downer the vato. I like how you're lost on this whole concept right now.
Do I even want to ask?
I mean, it's just like a Latino gangbanger thing.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I wasn't allowed to wear knee highs. My parents would get so mad because they're like, "You're not some gangbanger. You're not some street thug." I'm like, "But they look cool and they keep your legs warm."
Knee highs with some fucking slides and some fucking like Dickie shorts, bro.
No, and that's the worst part is I wear nothing but Dickies.
Yeah,
Ooh, fucking white undershirt.
Okay, so this question is actually for Sloan specifically, but I'm going to ask it anyways. It's for Matt. Do you prefer coils to be spicy or tasty?
Tasty, 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 tasty.
That's the reason why he said it.
I still want to know who gave you a sound box.
Actually, I'm a big proponent of like. I do like a coil that has like a nice crackle. Like it doesn't have to be like fucking machine gun loud, right? But,
okay,
like, nice like, low rumble is still really nice. But honestly, like my style has changed over so much from the time that I started like 5 years ago. I prefer more. I used to be a real big cloud chaser. Don't get me wrong. I still like a lot of fucking cloud, but I want a lot more flavor out of mine now versus like I just want to blow fat ass fucking clouds and then anyway everyone around me.
Okay, I'm saying this publicly, and Tribal Buddha, I agree. I don't get this whole crackle chase crap. It annoys the fuck out of me. And that doesn't mean your coils are good or bad if you can't get them to fucking crackle. It just means your wicking is too tight. That's really all it fucking means. I'm damn sorry, but like it actually irritates me that somebody's like, my coils aren't crackling. They're not good. It's like it actually pisses me off, like legitimately.
See, I say spicy, but I don't mean spicy as in like.
I say it means really warm to me.
You get a full flavor. But I'm a bit all over the shop. Sometimes I like a nice docile vape. Sometimes I like something a bit rowdy. It all depends what I fancy. But I will say I don't put fruit flavors in anything that's going to be warm and a bit rowdy because it just mutes it. So that's always stuck for like the dessert side of stuff. But that's just me.
Yeah. 'Cause, 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 What the
I don't
fuck?
know.
And see, rowdy like in a tribal rowdy in a series is a whole nother level of anything. And Anthony Romella, you're wrong. It's PC all the way now. I'm going full elitist on that one.
Okay, so here's the thing. I do agree with Jay, right? I'm not saying that I don't. I do agree with Jay. However, if I'm going to be playing console, Xbox.
I'll go PlayStation. Fuck giving Microsoft more of my money like that. Even though I have a PC.
Yeah.
I got with. I've only recently, as of yesterday, or was it the day before? I decided to pop my PC gaming cherry. Even though I don't really play computer games. I was like, sod it. I got a free point thing on Steam.
Oh, nice.
So I downloaded the game, and it is very difficult.
Okay, add, or anybody out there, honestly, if you guys get Satisfactory and you want to play together with a super hyperactive person, let me know and we'll play. Because I love that game, and they now have co-op games. And I tried playing with my wife, and she couldn't put up with me because I was running around like a crazy person the whole time. Me and you playing Satisfactory together?
Yeah, I can't do that with you.
See?
No,
Yeah.
you're ridiculous.
We have another question from Matt Suarek. His question, it says, question for all. What is your ideal balance between tasty and spicy? I feel like that's a loaded question, bro.
It is. Well, we'll give it to him one more time. And that's it.
Tasty, tasty, tasty.
So I'll say just in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Let's see.
There you go. Here's a quick. What was the last video game each of you played?
Satisfactory.
Last video game that I played? Oh, geez. What was the last video game that I played? Fuck.
Is that what you were saying? PC over console?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Last video game that I played was Overwatch 2.
So mine was what I played today. Vermintide 2.
Actually, I was playing Pokemon Scarlet. That just came out. I'm playing that with my kid.
Oh,
I
that's
haven't
blue.
gotten it for my Switch yet, so I haven't played it.
It's actually very interesting how much they changed the gaming engine on that. I'm liking it.
So Asian Kitten says that she likes a super tasty hot vape with a fast ramp up.
That I can agree with.
Yeah. I don't want mine to be like super fucking hot, but I don't mind a warm vape.
I like a warm vape. I don't like the cool vape. I can't. I don't know. It feels really underwhelming and like missing something.
Yeah. Okay.
Even like in Boros, once I can't do the low wattage on that. Or mech Boros are awesome, but it took me a while to figure out what would work that I liked.
Oh Jesus. Okay, that's quite a bit, Mike. I'm gonna have to have a think about that.
Which question?
What would be your desert island AIO regulated setup and what mech setup?
See, regulated, I think I might go with the pulse. Mostly just because of the you could stick like a good 21700 in there that has a high maw. Because there's not many 18650 ones that have a high maw. And then for a mech, that one's a harder question.
For mechanical, we're gonna go with Squai on top of the Scepter, and then I'm gonna steal part of Jay's answer, and I'm gonna double up on this. AIO and regulated simultaneously is gonna be the fucking pulse with a Boro in it, dude.
Yeah, I still want to try the Ravine and see how worth it is, but there's not many 20. Yeah, well, there's not many 21700 mechs out there as far as like Boro stuff goes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the Big Lizzie soon from Voodoo Dome. It's a $20 difference between that and the Ravine. So it's kind of,
And it's still a 21,700.
yeah, it's still 20.
Oh, okay, then I mean I might go with that then because I honestly don't like the aesthetic of the Ravine because the tank sits sideways. I don't know why, but that actually bothers me while it doesn't bother me. in other
Yeah,
mods.
the Big Lizzie is just like a big fucking open piece, bro.
I will probably go for the heavy hitter with the Nightmare 25 for my Mac. AIO. I will probably actually go for the Abyss with the Ether Boro because that's just a nice solid bit. You can just hold. It's pretty decent. And a regulated. I wouldn't. I don't know.
He's gonna go.
The
With
Odin's
he's
alright.
gonna go with the set box with the fucking atemporal on top.
Oh fucking no! That's gone back in the garage. I don't. Do you know what? I would know. Do you know no, what I would go for? I'd go to one of my old favorite setups, which was the Drag 2 with the Passage. That was a nice
Dude, the
setup.
Passage was a good RDA.
I loved
good.
my Passage.
I haven't used mine in a while. I might break it out since you guys said something.
Like Infinite Mods have Boromex now. I didn't know that. Thanks for the heads up.
Dude, we're gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look that up. I appreciate you letting us know that.
Oh,
A
dude,
follow-up question:
they're gonna be beautiful. I know that much.
has any of you tried the RDA for vaping too?
No, and here's why. I'm kind of torn in half. I really want to support Beecher. I love the dude. He makes amazing products, and he's just like a good dude, like in general, right? However, I heard that Hell Vape is the manufacturer for the RDA, and I fucking can't stand Hell Vape. Think it's like a fat dick. So
Agreed.
I'm just torn in half, and I haven't like fully convinced myself to buy one yet.
I never got on with the original one. I can't. Oh, that went back in the box rather quickly.
Yeah,
Um,
I really liked the original.
Yeah, you used to smash that on the Mando, wasn't it? Used to run it on a Mando quite a bit. It looked nice.
I still
I
have
just
it on my Mando.
Oh, nice. And one other person. I saw an English coil builder name him Colin that went to get his Romella glasses, so it's been spreading. They're now known.
Dude, actually, I have to get new Romella glasses, bro.
Oh, dude, I've been mending mine for months. I super glued the legs on, so they're stuck now.
Yeah, I had to get new ones because I was doing some stitched aliens, and you know how like the lens falls out real easily.
Yeah.
Oh, did it crack?
And so like I went to take them off one day, and when I went to take them off, I accidentally like knocked the lens out, and the lens fell on the fucking ground.
Do you still have the other piece?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Did I say super glue it back? I've done that like twice already.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna buy a whole nother pair. It's fine.
Do you know what they are amazing. They come in so handy.
And my eyesight's going to shit, so they've been helping quite a bit with any fucking thing I make. I think Decore is the only time I'm not wearing them at this point.
Right. Mike, I didn't know that they had them in Expo, but I also didn't go to Expo in the UK. So
I didn't even freaking see them.
Who was at Expo?
Infinite Mods.
Oh, dude, if you would have seen them, you would have known. Because
they were literally like 5 stalls up for me, but I didn't even leave the stall.
Well, yeah, you have to become a big time builder and stuff.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you become famous, bro. You got to actually work
piss
and
off.
promote your own product.
Piss off. Collins tried the Dripper Labs juice with banging. Did Nick ever guess what was in the arse in the sand? Yeah, he smashed it. straight off the bat. Got it every time. There you go. That's the name of them. The Boro.
I'm still gonna look this up.
I'm gonna have a look. Infinite mods.
I'm gonna have to Google that in a little bit. Let's see.
Oh,
Question for the panel: during what builds do you reach for your Anthony? Oh, did we already answer this?
yeah.
Okay.
It looks all right. We'll bring it up. Right, here we go.
Sorry, I'm scrolling through chat to make sure we didn't miss any questions.
It's actually a lot more simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah, those are cool. I like
the Damascus doors.
Yeah.
As I'm saying though, I thought they would make the whole thing out of like stab wood or something.
Do you have a picture with the door off?
I'll have a look. Oh, that looks super simple. Okay, let me. The pictures aren't the greatest. Right, let me get rid of this. Stop. 1 second.
Does anybody in chat know if Oscar's still doing the other mod thing, or is it just Infinity?
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow, they went with the low. That's interesting. They went down with the longer travel for the air.
Yeah. I like that though.
That should be interesting because I've tried one mod where they went too far down like that, and it was not good. So that should be interesting.
That's a cool design. I like that design.
Anthony posted the link for the Romella glasses, I'm assuming. For some reason that did not work. Anthony, your link did not work.
Yeah, if anyone wants the Anthony Romella glasses, click the link in chat.
Nice. Oscar's still doing OJ. All right, cool.
God help me if I was to make calls, got 6% vision and blind in one eye, probably wouldn't even be able to get the wire in the chuck.
I mean, listen, if
Mike, see you later, mate.
All right, Mike, have a good night,
Later, dude.
Honestly, if someone who pretty much has nubs for fingers now because he's named himself so fucking much can actually still build coils, then you'll be perfectly fine, Connor.
Hit me up, and I'm happy if you want to get coils. I'll build them for you, put them in, glow them, wick them, and I'll send it to you, so it's all ready to go. So hit me up, and we'll sort it out.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna drop a link in chat for people. If you haven't done so already, while we're just kind of sitting around for a little bit, if you haven't done so already, please go vote on the ESIG click stuff. Our main man, Cloud Cartel, was nominated for best handmade coils against proper coils, who you should definitely vote for. And
Coils by Scott's on there.
Yeah, Coils by Scott is on there. Coil Turd is on there. So if you haven't done so already, go vote for Cloud Cartel, Vape Hut Malden, and Black Rose Elixirs. They also have some of their actual specific liquids on there for Black Bessie or Black Bess and Faust as well. So if you want to vote for those. And then Flat Cap Vapor is also on there as well, so you can go show him some love.
Here's for the Facebook group, and Nick's does his Advocate of the Year. So vote for Nick for the Advocate of the Year. So that would be awesome. Oh, we got one more question pop in. How often do you poke your fingers with wire, and what's the worst poke or stab? Oh, we don't have enough time to even go through that.
Like you ever get the one where you're trying to get it in the chuck and you kind of more or less stab yourself instead because you're holding it like real close?
I can actually answer that question real quickly. I don't poke myself very often and or maim myself in any sort of way because I'm not Adam Sloan.
It's because he's not building enough and he's not that active. Just saying. He's busy with Siri.
No, it's not that. Not that.
Do you get
I'll say
stereotypical
29 gauge hurts really bad.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that picture I sent you with the stag that got stuck in my leg? And then it mangled all the hair in there as well. That was horrendous.
No.
I got hit in between the eyes with Lego.
I don't.
There's been lots. I bleed all the time. But I think the worst one that gets me all the time is because where I use the flat chuck, like Duchess, you've got that as well. What I do is I've got like the medical tape and I tape it to the edge of the chuck and then spin from there. So when I go to pull it off, I always have a bit of wire sticking out the top of the tape and you're like, oh, you bastard. And it always gets you right on the tip of the finger. That's the worst one.
I don't have that problem.
Don't let me See you later.
Later.
I hate you, Matt. I just want you to know that. This is why I never text you. No, I never really hurt myself while I'm building. Like,
I feel like almost every builder has at least one fucking story.
I have stabbed myself, but it's not often that I hurt myself. I'm not Adam Sloan, okay? I'm not sitting here like clipping fucking goddamn, coils and shit like that. And just like, oh shit, I just fucking Tony Iommi in my fucking finger. Like,
I do have a little stack of tissues in there just in case. Oh no, more blood. I actually have a couple of blood drops on my table as well.
Oh, you hot glued yourself, dude. That's unfaithful.
Dude, I hot glued myself the other day when I was trying to make fucking goddamn Fraley, bro. That shit sucked dick. I got too close to like the edge right before I was getting ready to where I was like gonna stick it into the chuck, right? And so like I was hot gluing the edge of it, and I got too close and right on the edge of my fucking finger while I was holding the wire, I fucking got hot glue all over it. Holy shit, did that hurt?
I touched the culinary torch on the edge of my finger. That wasn't too fun because I put the glue on and then it started to sort of drip. So and then it went hard. I was like, oh shit! So I went to heat it up, but I had my fingers too close to it, and literally the flame just skimmed the top of my finger. that was painful.
What I've done once, because I like getting it as close as I can. I don't like just globbing it. I'm really weird and anal about it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it globbed too much, so I want to press it down, and I forgot that it was still hot. So I was like, that's fucking hot.
Oh, fuck. Fire burning glue on your leg? Jesus Christ.
Did it leave a mark?
Oh, you've kissed the dragon. I've done that quite often.
It's been years, but yeah.
He's never done that before. We always say that his wife beat him up.
When was the last time I put the top on?
I like when I first started learning to make fuse, like multiple.
I done it a few days ago on a Mac.
When I first started learning to make multi-core fuse Claptons, I did that and it left perfect grill marks.
Yeah, I done it the other day with a Mac. Just got top and bottom. Looked like I had a bit of Botox for a while.
I fortunately have never done that.
You can see the mark on her leg. Cloud check.
I've accidentally touched a coil after glowing them, but I've never kissed the dragon, bro. That's never.
I think the worst one I did when I was trying to re-wick at work, and I didn't bring any tools apart from cotton, and I wanted to see. It's like, I tried to lift the coil a little bit because it sort of dropped. Yeah, and I didn't leave it long enough. That was really painful. I had like a perfect stagger on my edge of my thumb. And when you're at work, you can't really scream fuck. It's like, yeah. Just put it down. Just sat there for 5 minutes. Oh, we got another question from chat. What's the first vape review you followed? Mine's fucking
I don't want to admit that one. I don't.
I'll admit it. Rip Trippers.
Rip Trippers.
See, I won't. Yeah, sadly, yeah. And it was funny because it wasn't even because I was trying to look up reviews on anything. It was because he used to do coil tutorials on his channel.
Yeah, that's the only reason I followed him too.
Yeah, long ago.
I found him because I was learning to try to build.
It still makes me laugh that he told people to make a fuse Clapton on a guitar wire, then decore it, and then try to core it onto a piece of nitro or Canthal. It's like such a useless step, but that's how they used to do it old school style. Even I was like, that seems stupid. I'll just do it straight to the piece of wire I'm putting it on anyways.
Yeah.
It was his fault I bought the profile. The mesh one. Because I originally wanted to get, I can't remember what it was. And then he released that video, and I was trying to get him rebuildables. And he was like, don't worry about coils, get this mesh thing. And I got it. I was like, oh, I want coils. So yeah, that was like the one I was subscribed for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Like your dog thinks that. That's funny as fuck. Anthony Ramella says, remember when we had a log cabins background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he start doing like inspirational talks and shit?
Yeah, he did that for like 2 months and then went back to vape reviews. I actually looked him up recently because I was like, is this Chucklehead still making videos? Yep, he's still doing reviews. I was like, I thought you left the community because it was too toxic and that you had run its course and da-da-da-da.
It's almost time. It's almost time for your Rip Trippers Christmas Carol. I've never heard that.
You haven't heard it?
No.
It's not good.
Does he talk about ashy knuckles?
Let's see. Just make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah, that was weird when he made the children's content.
Because we're now at an hour and a half, so let's just make sure we didn't miss anything before we start signing things off. Excuse me. Sorry. A mini heart attack.
What do you mean he made children's content?
Yeah, he was like a superhero and he would teach kids about shit.
Bro, Mowgli Beats
awkward.
Fucking hilarious. Red knuckles are not a crime. Oh shit. Matt, you and I are gonna have fucking serious words after this, bro.
Who is your favorite? Your favoring coil builder?
I think he meant favorite. Favorite coil builder? Ooh.
We all know Duchess is coil turd. Come on.
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up.
Let me in! Let me in!
You're making it ridiculous. Shit. Favorite coil builder? Jeez.
This guy I see in the mirror every day, he's kind of a prick, but yeah. I like him.
I mean,
I've only bought coils from M-Turk at the Houston Expo like 3 years ago. And then I've tried your guys' coils and okay, I'll give you Semi Nitro. How about that? He's a badass coil builder.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the same one. I think he's really the only one that I've bought like as of recent. Well, actually, correction. It's a toss up between him and Breeze Tones, honestly. Like for coil builders, they're out of the ones that I've tried at least, right? Because I haven't had anything from like Asian Kitten or Gravel Throat or anybody else. So
These Staggertons are incredible. These gravel throat
Yeah,
Staggertons, but I was blown away by Twisted Timmy's Fralians. His
yeah,
V2 Fralians that even T would tell you. I was like, oh, it brought that flavor level up to something else.
yeah. See, I mean, I have like coils up in my closet. I mean, and I know one of the builders, but I haven't fucking installed any of them yet. I've never even used them. So, I mean,
No, I've never tried the Doctor's Coils, Connor. I know he's up for nomination as well.
yeah.
He's actually a surgeon. That's his full-time job.
Oh,
That's
for real?
funny. So he's really a doctor.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I've never spoken to him. I haven't known hardly anyone who's has actually spoken to him. He just sort of does his doctoring, then comes home and makes calls for fun and sells them. It's great. It's good that people have hobbies like that.
Yeah, that's dope. He's got to be. Listen. If he's a surgeon, bro, that dude's got to have a real fucking steady hand. Like,
yeah,
I can only imagine.
Unlike me.
Yeah.
Link for Christmas Carol. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to check that out. Right. Collect different coilers like Funkin' Pokemons. Can't be asked learning.
I mean, I get that. I get that. I've had conversations with lots of people when, we're like, well, my hand isn't steady enough, or my eyesight is kind of starting to go, and I don't know if I'm going to be a wire, or I don't have time to even try to learn. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I have people that are like that. I've even had people like hit me up that are just like, I just don't like making aliens, so I just rather fucking buy them.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people that are like that. Let's see. I think it's done.
Reese Tones, I don't know if he's got his anywhere in the United Kingdom.
No.
For mine, I'm in the same boat as Klowne over here. Just kind of reverse. I'm currently looking into the business laws within the United Kingdom. So as of right now, I can only operate inside the United States.
Yeah, no, I know Breeze is really having trouble. He's got his liquid in through Frankenatticus. That's now in the UK.
Well, I know we've got his coils over here. I just
you
don't
guys
know.
have.
Yeah, we've got Breeze coils, but I don't know if we've got in the UK. I know Australia, New Zealand, if I remember correctly, and America, and I think South Africa, but I could be wrong.
You got a last question here for the panel. Would you rather choose?
Dude, okay, you know what? God damn it. And never mind. You know what? He's a mod. I can't fucking do it. Shit. I was going to time him out, bro. I can't time him out. So.
I love my little soundboard.
Canada has breeze tones.
I don't have 7 feet of snow. I have 5 feet of snow. Okay.
Still, would you rather be stuck with Duchess? 5 feet of snow. Doesn't change the question.
Oh.
Canada also has Breestone's coils as well. See, Anthony Ramella wants to hang out. I would hang out with Anthony Ramella.
I would hang out with Anthony too. He's fun to hang out with. Got to go to lunch with him last year. They came out here for a hemp expo.
So,
Oh yeah,
all of that.
add down here. It needs to say Oink Squad, not Shake and Bake Media.
Oh shit! I changed all the other
I
ones.
just- I want to
do it now.
be real clear that we told him 2 weeks ago to do this, and he still didn't fucking do it. So.
Hang on, I'll do it now. Oh, I can't spell.
Don't ask Adam to spell.
Adam
Talking about
can't
how you
spell.
couldn't
You know
deal
what's
with
fucked up?
shuttlecocks in,
You know what's
in
fucked
primary
up,
school.
though? Is that Jay can spell better than you, and he's fucking dyslexic.
Well, so am I, and I'm dyspraxic.
But you're also
And I
English, don't you? Didn't you guys come up with the motherfucking
Yeah,
language?
you came up with the language.
I didn't come up with it. It'd look more Welsh if I came up with it. Oh, bit of update. I have worked out how to lower volumes, so I will be doing that.
About damn time.
Thank you.
You've only been streaming for like almost fucking 2 years.
Yeah, it's probably a bit longer than that now. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's pretty
I'm trying to get down with the kids with the whole technology.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. We'll take 2 seconds and watch our
Jesus
commercial.
Right, dude. Oh my.
So much better. Didn't
Yeah.
hurt my ears.
Great. I'm glad you finally remembered at the end of the show to give a shout out to the sponsor.
We'll do
After he
another
had
one.
to tell you. What's funny is with Quackstream, we can't talk to each other, so we're completely silenced during that.
We could just do it again.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
I was so tempted to hit it again, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But that is oinksquad.com, formerly.
Yeah.
Go on, Duchess, you probably got your a good spiel for it because I'm rubbish at shit like this.
Well, I mean, that's Oink Squad. Go show some love to Anthony Romella because he shows some love to all of us. He has a bunch of merch on there and whatever else. I think he's also still doing multimedia stuff. So go pick up some merch for like the Shed Time podcast, mixing it up. I know that we're going to be in talks for getting some Codename Wired stuff set up and everything else. I know he's also got his show, The Friday Fallout, with Chris Vandal on Friday nights. So, go show Anthony some love. Head over to onksquad.com, pick up some merch. You can also pick up one of those fantastic new coffee mugs that he made that has Sloane's face all over it. It's fantastic. So I think there's also a blanket as well with Sloane's face on it. It's
Fuck off. Went off your blanket.
Do it. Otherwise, if you do want to follow Anthony, you can always follow him on Instagram. I'm Anthony Romella, or I'm _ Anthony Romella over on IG, and or you can follow Link Squad over on IG itself to show him some love and whatnot. So big shout out to Anthony Romella. We appreciate everything that you do for us, from the glasses to the sponsorships and everything else that you do for us. So big love for you, my man.
I think it's time for songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So, guys in chat, if you throw songs in, we'll be adding them to the playlist as well. So, I haven't thought of any songs yet. So, if you guys want to go first,
Yeah. I'm gonna go with American Wedding by Gogo Bordello. So I heard that earlier and I was like, yeah, that's a good song. And then Pain Remains Part 2 from Lorna Shore.
Dude, that's such a good. Dude, the whole trilogy.
Have you seen all three and the music videos?
Dude,
Holy
I
shit,
watched
bro.
all three back to back, bro.
Dude, like, I'll be
Holy
honest,
shit,
I'm
that
not a
trilogy is
sappy
so
piece of
good.
shit or anything, but damn, those videos, they'll get you.
I've only
Dude,
ever heard is it Into the Hell?
Honestly, like, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, I didn't feel it when I watched them individually, but then when I watched
Oh, yeah,
them
you have to
all
watch them in
back to
sequence.
back, bro. Holy shit, the feels. Dude, the emotions come out.
Oh yeah, because like part 1 is dealing with his wife's death. Part 2 is like him going through fucking suicide. Part 3 is having to fucking deal with the fact that he failed. And it's like, dude, it's so messed up.
No, part 2 is grief. Part 3 is suicide. He actually burned
He
himself
killed
alive.
himself he killed himself at the end of
Well, I
part
know
2.
he killed himself at the end.
Yeah, and then in part 3 he burns the shit out of himself. it's like they're I don't know. I'll say this: Will Ramos was the best thing to happen to Lorna Shore.
Yeah, 100%. I'm down. So
Let's
you
give
got,
that a
you
look.
got that one. And what other song did you pick?
American Wedding by Gogo Bordello.
So for me, I'm gonna go with "Levitate" by Bleed from Within.
Yeah, got it.
Why aren't you done typing yet? Jesus.
I've already added it.
And then we're also gonna go with "Exodus" by Brand of Sacrifice.
Also, your metal test yesterday was bullshit.
Oh, I know.
Asking me hair metal questions, and I don't like hair metal.
I know. I found it was just like a random fucking. I was just fucking around yesterday, bored, and I found a random fucking test, and I was like,
I
hey,
can accept to a point that glam and hair metal was a thing, but I just can't. Like, I can listen to a Motley Crue song from time to time, but no, that's not no. The way you feel about country, that's how I feel about glam and hair.
Yeah.
I think Twisted Sister's my fucking ceiling on that.
Yeah, dude, I get it. Oh, I already know what song I want to pick out from chat.
Which one you're thinking?
JTT Wincam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just adding mine. I've just added "Pour Some Sugar on Me."
There you go.
We'll go down the same way. We'll go for Cherry Pie.
Cherry Pie guy. Oh, that dude hated life so much after that song. Oh no, seriously, I don't know if you guys ever watched, like, I think it was like VH1 when they were doing Remember the 80s, and they got to that when that song got released. He's all like, yeah, I hated that song. I became Cherry Pie guy. They kept entering me into cherry pie eating contests all the fucking time. It was awful. And that song wasn't even supposed to be in the album, but they needed like another track, and that was just something they'd been fucking around with, and it became the main song. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know.
Did you put your 2 on there?
Yep, mine are 2 are on there.
All right, so how many are we picking out from chat? One each?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab "Don't Fear the Reaper" by the Blue Oyster.
Okay. Well, I already picked mine out. Mine was Ginger, Pisces.
If you haven't watched it, go on YouTube and look up the live version. They do a studio session. It's fucking amazing.
Dude, it's so good. Tatiana is fucking amazing.
Oh, dude, she's got pipes, man.
Dude.
What did you pick, Duchess?
Ginger by Pisces, or Pisces by Ginger.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna go with "No Good" by Prodigy.
All right, now that's fine. You know what? We're gonna have a conversation later.
Cool.
You don't like Prodigy?
Huh?
Outer Space was such a good tune. I'm condescending to outer space.
Judas Priest breaking the law.
I was gonna go with Anthony and Romello's, but then I was like, ooh, heavy metal.
Right, so the link's now up in chat. So if you want to go follow the playlist, it's all up to date. Yeah, it's better to do it while we're doing it, because I forget to do it otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. So closings. Any big updates for the two of you guys? Anything coming up?
I got the show on Tuesday. We're gonna be doing like Thanksgiving themed mixes. So
Okay.
I'm excited about that because I do have something in mind that I've been wanting to do for like 2 months now. But I've been doing other realm things that don't pertain to vaping whatsoever. So Very exciting.
Labwork says Breeze Stone's early 2023 in the UK.
nice. There you go.
Cool. For me, I'm now currently in another shop, ifancy1.com, which sounds more like a sex shop than anything else. It's the umbrella company for Aspire and Wick Liquor as well. So if you go over there, you can grab some calls as well. You're on a Duchess.
Bro, dude, it's just the way you announced it. It's so fucking hilarious. Looks like a fucking sex shop to me, but sure, why not? I'll stock you.
But yeah, I'm currently now in their shop, and they have quite a lot of sales on. So keep your eye on that. You might get them a bit cheaper on there. Also, it would be awesome if you voted for me. So I'll do a bit of shilling. Please vote for me. And apart from that, nothing new. I'm back next Friday, and then the weekend after it will be across the pond, and then the next episode of this.
Yeah.
So apart from that, nothing more new for me.
Very nice. So if that is it for these two, then make sure that if you haven't done so already, go follow these two over on Instagram, KVTV_online over on IG, and then Cloud Cartel Official over on IG. Since his other account got fucked. So
It's more he can't log into it. It didn't get fucked. Is it, he can't remember his login. There's a difference in.
I was trying to give him
over.
the benefit of the doubt.
No, because Tifu got fucked. This guy can't log into his.
Do you know the fact is Sifu messaged me, was like, man, you've been done as well. I was like, no, I've done it myself.
Otherwise, if you want to go follow me as well over on IG, then that's at Duchess_coils. You know, I did have to like privatize my my Instagram because bots. So I don't have to like manually approve everyone, which is a thing. So you're more than welcome to go follow me if you haven't done so already, though. Outside of that, updates for me, because I know I haven't really been putting anything out or anything. So I do have a website. Currently, still working on a payment processor. So gone are the days of ordering things through a Google Docs form and sending money via Venmo. So getting everything set up for that. I am also working on getting things to be official and whatnot. So I'm currently filing for, legally owning the name Duchess Coils through the state of New York. So filing for my LLC as well as a business license and stuff. So working on all of that. So hopefully all of that will be done relatively soon. And, that way you guys can start ordering coils and whatnot. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue to build, try to get the stock up as high as I possibly can. So that way when it opens, Matt Rug can go fucking wild. and order $800 worth of shit. Outside of that, I don't really have anything else coming up. So, I'm usually on Discord or whatever. If you guys ever want to come hang out, if you're in the stew or you're in the across the pond, or even like the Yo-Yo Cool Kids and stuff like that for Nick Green. So outside of that, that's me. This is this show. We appreciate all of you guys coming by. Thank you so much for all of the questions. Thank you for being so active in the chats. Thank you for always being here every week. When we do have an episode, we appreciate all of you guys coming by. We literally can't do this without any of you. So we really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us over the last year that we've done this, which is crazy to think that we've been doing it for this long. So outside of that, that's us. So, as long as you stay off the stinkies, then you're good to go. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Vape Black Royalty.
See you later.